All right, Shalom Malcolm starts the lesson. I'm going to give our praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Kakodash, the born so apostle elders of Great Millstone that taught me his truth. Peace and blessings to sincere alchemists that's pushing his truth. Around the four corners of the earth, there is lead to I see Shalom. It's your brother Yara Ariyah from the Great Millstone Miami camp. To come back to the spirit by Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua and making another lesson. And in this lesson, I'll be going into pride. Being prideful leads to destruction. Or being prideful leads to the downfall. Esau, he's prideful, and guess what's going to happen? He's going to be at his downfall. You know, him being so prideful. Because because the Lord gave him the power to rule right now. He thinks of himself. So with that being that, Esau thinks that they can just become prideful and to think that it's of themselves. When the scriptures clearly gives examples when kings were thought that the riches were given unto them by their sakes. What the Lord had to remind them that the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. Hey, rules a spirit, because with fellowship we was going over Nebuchadnezzar, man. Which had a dream, and he needed Daniel to interpret the dream. Well, he needs someone to interpret a dream, and then they called him to Daniel. And Daniel basically interpreted the dream to Nebuchadnezzar. It was him being prideful. And if he kept being prideful, that the Lord is going to make him to a beast. But guess what? Even though he got that dream, the spirit had it to where, he had to see that dream just to show how prideful he was. Because he still saw the dream and still got the interpretation and still was prideful. And then turned into a beast and then realized that, give our praise to the Lord. It's the Lord that gives you everything. So pride can lead to your destruction/downfall. This is Proverbs 16:18. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Right, man. Pride goes before destruction. All you people that's proud right now, all you people that's living it up right now, that's prideful. All you Americans, that's prideful. You're gonna get destroyed. Because you believe that you being so prideful that the Lord just can't touch you. Everything that you got that is of yourself. All the riches that you got is of yourself, but you gotta understand that the Lord is in control of all things. And this is gonna be the same reason that you fall, man. And this quote says pride will cost you everything but leave you with nothing. And that's right, man. You're gonna be prideful thinking that everything that you earned is of yourself, you're gonna be left high and dry. This is Proverbs 29, verse 23. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Right, man. A man's pride is gonna bring him very low. Because you just being prideful, thinking that it's just you, when it's not you. But honor shall uphold the humble in spirit, right? When you humble in the spirit and you understand that it was the Lord that allowed you, to basically have what you have. It's Yahweh Shai that allowed you to have your job, your car. When you wake up and you say through all the Yahweh Shai, you say your prayers. When you get your food, you show that reverence. You showing that reverence is you being humble, not trying to be in the spirit where, hey, I bought this for myself. Ain't nobody did it with me. Being in that spirit of me. You have to understand that it's not of me. Being prideful, because the Lord will show you, man. This is Isaiah 2:11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. Right, man. The looks of you prideful people is gonna be humbled in the day of the Lord, man. All the prideful people. You're gonna be humbled in the day of the Lord, man. And even before the day of the Lord, you got Jacob's trouble. You gonna try to be prideful in Jacob's trouble when they're not gonna regard that you a millionaire or you're a police officer or you're a government official, and they see you probably out and about, trying to get somewhere. Let's see, I got another precept. This is second Ezra 15 verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. That's right, man. Because of pride. Because of your pride, your city, your Miami, your California, your Colorados, all these other places are gonna be destroyed. Because they're prideful people all over the earth. But that spirit of pridefulness comes from Babylon, man. You know, cause Esau's the one that pushes that prideful spirit. You know, thinking that he got here because of him. Everything that he has, it's just because of his, because of all his because of all his hard work, and not only understand that it's the Lord that allows you to have everything that you have. We are to use the examples in the scriptures. When men were prideful and then they were brought low, that is an example of what not to do. Here it is. The Lord give you an example of not to be a prideful person. Scripture say that pride go before destruction. And you also understand that the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. And you also understand that the Lord is in control of all things. So what is your purpose of being prideful? The Lord can take you out in any possible way, man. So what is your reason to be prideful? You don't have reason to be prideful for anything, man. Because you are not in control of anything, man. You got people thinking because they millionaires and they billionaires that they in control. Even the Rothschilds, these banking families think that they in control. The Lord, and the Lord is using them, putting them in that control. But you have to understand that it's the Lord. It all goes back to Yahweh Shem Yahshua regardless. You waking up today and you eating food and you driving your car and you having gas and you doing all these things. How can you say it's of yourself? Hear the scriptures say, when men fall asleep, the Lord basically sealeth the instruction of man. Since you were so prideful, thinking of yourself, certain things that you would have probably want to did, basically the next day you would have did. So how are you prideful? But it was a quick lesson spirit party about Shemashai. Pride will cost you everything, but leave you with nothing. Brothers and sisters, we are not to be prideful in His truth. We are to be humble and meek. Reverencing Yahweh Shemashai, understanding that it's the Lord that allows us to have everything that we have. And to not be in the spirit of Esau, thinking that it's his kingdom and he does what he want. No, man. It's the Lord that gives us our daily bread, and it's the Lord that gives us breath and our shekels, man. The low one use edify, down to give our praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Kakadash, the one to my apostle and elder Graham Wilson that taught us the truth. Peace and blessings to the Shir Akims. That I want to say shalom.